Overcoming loneliness. Hebrews 13:5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Hebrews chapter 13, verse number 5. Hello and welcome to day 107 of Faith for Every Day. Today, we are going to talk about something that many people quietly struggle with today, and that is loneliness. It can be hard to admit, but loneliness affects most people than we even realize. You can be surrounded by people and still feel unseen. You can be active in ministry, busy with work, or living in a full house and still feel lonely inside. But God makes a promise in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5 that speaks directly to this. I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Not sometimes, not occasionally, never. You see, the world changes. People come and go. Life shifts. But God's presence is steady and secure. When friends fail, when relationships end, when we feel forgotten, God remains. The beautiful thing about walking with the Lord is that He does not just visit us in the good times. He walks with us through the silent night, the painful loss, and even in those moments when we do not feel worthy of His company. So, how do we lean into God's presence when we feel isolated and alone? Here are some practical steps to consider. Speak honestly to Him. Loneliness can make us feel like we have to stay quiet, but God invites us to talk to Him about it. Pour out your heart. He listens. Spend time in His Word. When loneliness speaks lies like no one cares or you are forgotten, the truth of the Scripture reminds us that God sees us, knows us, and deeply values us. Worship Him in silence. Even when your heart feels empty, lifting your voice in worship invites His presence to fill those empty space. Reach out to someone else. Sometimes the quickest way to push back against loneliness is to encourage someone else. Write a message, make a call, say a prayer for a friend. You never know who else might need that touch of connection. God does not just invite the lonely, He dwells with them. His Spirit comforts, His Word speaks, and His love surrounds us like no earthly relationship ever could. So, if you are feeling unseen or forgotten today, let this truth settle deep in your heart. God is with you. You are not alone. Even in the quietest moments, even when no one checks in, even when you do not feel strong, His presence is right there, holding you, listening to you, and walking with you every single step of the way. Thank you very much for joining me today on day 107 of Faith for Every Day. If you are facing loneliness, take comfort in knowing that God is closer than your next breath. He sees every tear and understands every silence. May His peace settle over you today, and may His love remind you, you are never alone. Never ever. Until next time, hold tightly to His promises, and stay encouraged. Thank you very much for listening.